Brand new hotels coming to Epic Universe, a massive concert venue, and a rooftop pool overlooking the park with firework viewing. Hello everybody, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about some of the brand new hotels that have just broken down and have not even been announced yet that you're going to be able to book for your upcoming Epic Universe vacations. One of the most important things about planning an Epic Universe vacation is, of course, where are you going to be staying? And this is one of the biggest advantages that Disney has over Universal right now, is just their extremely huge inventory of hotels. These hotels help create an immersive experience within the Disney sphere. And as I've said in previous videos, it helps to create that sort of Disney bubble, but I've also said that the Disney bubble isn't as appealing to people as much now as it did 10, 15, 20 years ago, so it's not as big of a deal. However, it does allow Disney to sort of control your experience from an end-to-end perspective, and it helps keep you in their space and, quite frankly, in their pocket. So you're continuing to spend money in their pocket versus giving it to a third party. And they just have a huge advantage in this space over Universal. When you look at Universal in totality, they have way less hotels. They've got 5 what they call signature hotels. These are basically their deluxe hotels. If you're using Disney's vernacular, you're using their language, they call them deluxe. Universal basically calls them signature hotels. They've got 5 of those. Then they have 6 what we'll refer to as value hotels. There's 2 categories of value for Universal. There's prime value and then there's value. Basically, they're both value. So they've got 6 value hotels with varying levels that are kind of small in there, which gives us a grand total of only 11 hotels total. Now that is including the brand new Helios Grand Hotel and the Stella Nova and Terra Luna hotels. They're still only at about 11 hotels. And a lot of these hotels are partnerships with Lowe's. They are not wholly owned by Universal as some of the Disney properties are. But either way, they are technically Universal hotels. Disney, on the other hand, has 25 hotels. 25. Yes, I said 25. Universal has 11. Disney has 25. Now that is 16 deluxe resorts. Wow, they have a lot of deluxe resorts. They're getting a lot of money from those deluxe resorts. I can't even tell you. I can't afford those things. They're like $500 to $1,000 a night. I don't understand. I guess people come to Disney for like a day, because I don't know how they afford 2 weeks at Disney spending $500 to $1,000 a night. I don't know. Then they've got 4 moderate resorts, and then they have 5 value resorts, which brings them again to the total of 25 resorts. That's just massive. That's more than double the amount of resorts that Universal has, even with the addition of the Epic Universe hotels. Now here's the deal, and you think, well, yeah, but Disney's bigger than Universal, so it makes sense they have so many. Is it really that much bigger? Let's think about it. Disney, they've got 4 theme parks and 2 water parks and a big shopping area. That's pretty much it. But they don't even have 2 water parks anymore. So, because if you pay attention, since COVID, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon are never open at the same time. They're only open one or the other, and they just keep rotating on like a 3 months to 6 month basis. It's one versus the other. So they really only have 1 water park running at a time right now. So they've got 4 theme parks. After Epic Universe opens, Universal's gonna have 3 theme parks and 1 water park. So the only big difference in Disney, aside from the amount of space they have, from an entertainment perspective, is 1 theme park. That's it, just 1 theme park. So 1 theme park doesn't really equate to more than double the number of resorts. So does Universal need more resorts? Do they need that many? Do they need to have 25? Probably not, but they do need more than they have now. But here's the thing that Disney's not telling you. I'm just gonna let you in on a little bit of secret here that I don't think Disney wants me to tell. But too bad for them. Here's the thing. I've been paying very close attention to Disney's hotels, and they are always booked up. I will look and I will try to figure out, man, I want to stay at this hotel. I want to give it a rip. I want to go for a couple of days, and I can't get in. It's full. No availability. So they're charging crazy high prices and they're not giving any discounts. They're like, no, we're full. So you should be grateful to stay at one of our hotels. We're not giving any discounts on our hotels. We're not giving any deals because we're full. It's the law of supply and demand, right? If the demand is higher than the supply, then the price goes up. If it's the reverse, then the price goes down. That's how it works. So Disney is saying, we're full up. Our supply is lower than the demand. But here's the problem. I've stayed at the hotels. I've consistently gone to their hotels over the past couple of years where we couldn't get into certain hotels, or we could get in for like a day or a couple of days. And you know what I found? I found that half of their rooms are empty. Half. I've gone to so many of these resorts because you can see in through the windows. A lot of the Disney resorts have outside windows where you can walk through the halls and you can see in, and the curtains are usually open. I've stayed there for an entire weekend and seen rooms empty for the entire weekend. Not just I happened to pass by and nobody was checked in, but literally empty rooms. Half of the place is empty, but yet on the website, there's no availability. What's up with that? Yeah, does it have to do with the fact that they don't have enough staff to clean the rooms? I have no idea. Does it have to do with the fact that they just want to keep their prices high? I have no idea. I just know that even though they have 25 hotels and it seems like they're all booked up to the hilt, they're not. So what's the deal with that? So for me, I don't think Universal needs 25 hotels, but they probably need more than 11. So let's talk about some of the new hotels that are coming. Obviously, we know we have Helios Grand, we've got Stella Nova and Terra Luna all scheduled to open here in the next couple of months, and that's definitely adding to their inventory, and it's awesome. But we have lots of reserved space for additional hotels as well. They've really just earmarked a ton of space. I'll throw up the map and you can kind of see a lot of the layout there. Tons of space for additional hotels. Now, one of the reserved hotel spaces that we've been earmarking is right to the left of the Terra Luna Hotel. That has been specifically earmarked for a new hotel. Right now, we did see that there is a new permit that's been filed for that area where they are installing a 1.387 kilowatt floating photovoltaic array, which is a fancy word for a solar array on the water there. There is a retention pond slightly to the north of that area right there, sort of leading into where the Lockheed Martin space is, but it will be owned by Universal, this project, and they are basically installing a solar array right there in that water to help with power. Not dissimilar from what you see out front of Universal's Islands of Adventure and Universal there. If you're going to the parking garage, you can see some of these solar arrays there. You've got some in some of the Disney retention ponds and stuff. Very common there. We've got lots of retention ponds in Florida. So that is a recent permit that's been filed. They're going to be adding that solar array there in that space. But it is not impacting the physical space for a hotel. So there is still room there for the hotel specifically, but no plans as of yet filed for that location. Now the area directly to the top right there of the Stella Nova Hotel, very large space there. Currently that is being used for sort of a staging site, lots of trailers there, lots of permits and things around the trailers and electrical and plumbing and updating things, but they're using that for a lot of the construction workers, a lot of the construction areas, staging for things. That's what that space is being used for, but ultimately is going to turn into hotel properties there as well. But nothing filed regarding hotels just yet there. Now up in the far left-hand corner along Universal Boulevard, as you sort of go up there near Sand Lake, there is a large strip of land there sort of right above where Top Golf and the Mario Andretti space is there. That is again reserved for hotel space, and there's enough space there for 2 entire hotels. I've gone out to that property a few times. It's pretty much cleared there. There's sort of grass. A lot of the shrubs and trees and things are gone. They've got some flags and things up there, but no real permits have been filed there other than, I think there was a Verizon tower or something that was updated there, but no real plans in that space just yet. But I expect there to be more coming soon. So just those spaces alone owned by Universal would give them an additional 4 hotels, so their tally bringing them to about 15 hotels, which I think is the right number for Epic. And then once they add the second park over there and the new City Walk, think they're going to need additional hotels as well. That brings us to the new permits that we've found, things that are starting to be built in this space here. So directly to the right of the Stella Nova Hotel, literally touching the property, is a brand new hotel that's being built there, which is a combination of the Even brand hotels and the Staybridge hotels. The Even brand hotel is basically a wellness brand, exercised and wellness based. Your hotel rooms, they've got 3 different categories typically in these hotels of rooms that have varying level of exercise equipment available to you, which pretty much sounds like the worst hotel I could possibly imagine being in on vacation, because the last thing I want to do when I'm walking around the parks for 50 miles a day is exercise in my room. But hey, I'm sure there's a market for it. But it's being bundled with the Staybridge hotels, which is typically 1 and 2 bedroom suites for families. These hotels have kitchens. They're sort of like an upscale extended stay brand. They've got kitchens and living rooms. They're very pet-friendly hotels. They've got free cocktail hours, free laundry, and of course fitness centers. And all of this is being combined into one sort of dual branded hotel experience with 288 rooms available. And it is right along the Universal Boulevard space there. And it says there's going to be public access to the front of that hotel. So it sounds like there's going to be some sort of like boardwalk there with maybe some restaurants or food, or maybe probably a Starbucks, because there's got to be a Starbucks in any sort of small retail space. But there are probably some of those there along that boardwalk, which makes it really easy to just kind of walk next door over by Stella Nova, kind of walk up the pathway there into Epic Universe. So it sounds like it's going to be really easy to get into Epic Universe from that location. It's right next to Stella Nova. It sounds like a great place, especially for families that are looking for maybe a week-long or two-week-long vacation. They want to have a lot of space. They want a kitchen. Now that Even and Staybridge Hotel have broken ground. Construction is in progress. They're building it up. It is moving. It may even be available for booking prior to opening day for Epic Universe. Maybe for some of you folks that love wellness and exercise, sounds great for you. Now, a little bit further down Universal Boulevard over there at the corner of Destination Parkway and Universal Boulevard is another plot of land scheduled for another hotel. And this one looks really, really interesting. This is a W brand hotel and it sounds awesome. It is a 22-story tall tower with 400 rooms available, 5 bars and restaurants included in this. It has an adult pool with daytime entertainment and DJs, a separate family-friendly pool with activities, a lazy river and water park is part of that family-friendly pool, and it has a rooftop pool that overlooks Epic Universe, which means there's also great firework viewing from there. You can see Epic Universe from this hotel. Looking at the image, you can see the hotel there on the corner. Directly to the left behind that image, you can see sort of that dirt area. That is all Epic Universe that's being built up. Over to the right of that building structure, you can see what looks like a golf course. There is a golf course on the other side of Destination Parkway. So you're gonna have great views. It'll basically be in line with the Helios Grand Hotel, just behind it. So if you look at Helios Grand and you keep coming this direction towards the corner, you're going to meet this new W Hotel, 22 stories tall. It's going to have great views of the park. And it is super easy access to get from that hotel into Epic Universe. There are all sorts of driveways and pathways from that location directly into Epic Universe. May even be walkable, but I'm sure they'll have shuttles on a dedicated schedule to get you back and forth there. But there also will be a 20,000 seat live entertainment concert venue that is going to be part of this particular hotel, and it has a 6-level parking garage as part of that hotel as well. So this is going to be an awesome hotel choice for people. It's probably going to be a bit more on the upscale side of it. A lot of times you stay at theme park hotels that are supposed to be luxury, and they don't really feel very luxury. You do get luxury perks and benefits, but they don't feel very luxury. I think this is going to end up being a bit more upscale from a look and feel perspective. It looks amazing, and it's so close. Now, these two hotels that I just went through, the Even Staybridge Hotel and the W, these are not official Universal hotels at this point, but they are more than likely going to be part of sort of that Universal partner program that they have. And you do get extended benefits as part of these hotels Currently, you get discounted merchandise at select theme park locations in the parks, discounted food and drinks in City Walk and inside of the theme parks, and scheduled transportation to and fro the hotel back and forth into the parks. Just like you get the bus service at the Universal hotels, you'll get similar transportation from these partner program hotels. Now, it is possible that due to their proximity to Epic Universe and the need for additional hotels based on the demand, they could get additional perks and benefits that we're just not aware of yet. One of these has already broken ground. New permits were just filed for the W to start building as well. So that is moving along, and that is expected to be done here in the next year or so. So expect that. That second one may not be done in time for opening day, but it should be available within maybe the first few months. So already getting a lot of additional hotel options that you're going to want to be aware of. There are other ones along Universal and International Drive there that you can choose from as well, but these look like two really good options, especially because they're so close to the park, really within walking distance. So that's all we got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you think. Are you aware of any other additional hotels, or do you have your favorite hotels that you stay at whenever you go to Universal or Islands of Adventure that are maybe not necessarily Universal hotels? Love to hear about those as well. There's so many great Universal hotel options. I usually stay at one of those. I don't tend to stay at the other ones like the Rosen Hotel, or there's Hyatt's in different places, or even the Ritz-Carlton. I don't stay at those too often because they're a little bit outside of the property. Love to know what your favorite locations are. Be sure to comment below and let us know what you think. Are you thinking about maybe staying at one of these hotels? Love to hear from you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification so you know when the next one drops. And thanks again for watching. Until I see you next time, the Noble Way is the easy way. Bye-bye, everybody.